What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daddy Dimes Radio. Today we're doing a live fantasy draft, and as you can see here in just a second, it is now my pick. I've got pick number 3 for this draft. So now that I'm set up, I've got 43 seconds. Oh shoot, to make my pick. I'm probably going to be choosing here between Austin Eckler or Christian McCaffrey. I drafted Eckler a lot last year, but he did request a trade. It looks like he's going to be on the Chargers this season. But even though Christian McCaffrey is pretty injury prone, I think I'm going to go with him here. I forgot to mention, this includes me and Levi are here in this random draft. So Levi just picked, he took Bijan Robinson. I feel like he's a high risk, high reward guy being a rookie. Obviously, he's on a run heavy Falcons team, and he can obviously already be a top 5, top 10 running back in the league. There we go. Third pick isn't terrible because I can get a top 3 pick. But honestly, this year, the top 10 is a lot more even than it used to be. So I feel like the 8, 9, 10 picks, we can get closer to back-to-back picks, might be the way to go this year if you get lucky. Obviously, the Jake Paul, Nate Diaz fight is going on right now, but I'm not going to pay to watch it. So I'm doing this instead. And I'm not queuing up anybody or anything. I'm just straight going into the draft and seeing how things go and just picking as we go here. No really strategy right now. Levi, I hear that noise. You've got players queued up, don't you?
Yeah.
You wanted Saquon?
And Stephon and Henry.
Are you just queuing up everybody?
Yeah, pretty much.
At the end, my dad, he wasn't able to get into the same random draft as us, and we were trying to do our own.
No, but I took my home from
But we're going to do our own regular family draft later on, and I might stream that one. We'll see. But we're just getting some practice, and I've been doing a couple drafts. I'll show you guys those teams here at the end of this. But also at the end of this, me and Levi are going to compare teams, and then our dad is in a separate random draft right now, and we're going to compare his team to ours too. Dad, is yours a salary cap or a snake?
This one's snake.
Okay, so we're all doing snake drafts. Dang, yeah. With this third selection, I don't get my second player till pick 18. So that's a little rough, especially when the top 10, like I said, is all pretty close. Honestly, I'm kind of regretting taking McCaffrey over Eckler, but we'll see. I'm not going to go for Jonathan Taylor with whatever's going on there. And actually, I think CeeDee Lamb could be really good value here. Obviously, wide receivers is what everybody's saying is the way to go right now. Kind of close between him and A.J. Brown, but I think CeeDee is going to be the way to go. I think that's a little bit of a steal, honestly, with pick 18. So I like that pick.
Lamb's my number 8 pick overall.
Yeah, and I just got him 18.
Yeah, that's a better pick.
Levi took. Levi, have you not gotten? Oh, you took Josh Allen right before me. Levi taking a QB second pick.
I always do that.
Is Lamar still available? He is. So is Jalen Hurts.
Nah, somebody's Mahomes before me.
So who'd you take?
Alan.
Yeah, I think I could take Nick Chubb or Jalen Waddle. I kind of want to go Nick Chubb, but I think Lamar or Jalen Hurts have enough.
I'm not taking quarterback first 6 rounds.
I think Lamar might. Lamar has been a little injury prone. I'm thinking about Jalen Hurts. I'll go Nick Chubb though. I think either Nick Chubb or Josh Jacobs is are the two most consistent running backs in the league from a non-fantasy point, but they're also going to get you plenty of fantasy points. And they're both on primary run-heavy teams, especially now that Jimmy G is the QB for the Raiders. But Josh Jacob was taking just 2 picks before I was able to get Chubb. And then Tony Pollard, I would have really liked to have him. That would have been a solid value pick.
He
But-
was my 3rd round pick.
Yeah, he was picked right before I was able to get Chubb. And then Levi takes DJ Moore. You took DJ Moore over Jalen Waddle, Levi?
Yeah.
He's the clear number 1. Probably the worst offensive team, but he's the clear number 1.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not saying Jalen Waddle is definitely not the number 1 right now.
So I just got Jamar Gibbs in the 4th round. I have Tony Pollard, Harris for Steelers, and Gibbs.
Yeah, he's still available in ours too.
But I'm going running back heavy because everybody else is chasing receiver.
Yeah, I've already got 2 running backs. I could take a flex here, but
Well, I couldn't help myself, so I'm in the Dallas Pro League. I've already got 2 Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard.
yeah, those are definitely the 2 best Cowboys, though.
Yeah. It's not always smart to do that on the same team, though. Still just 1 ball for both of them.
Yeah, like I'm thinking about taking Debo, but I already have McCaffrey.
I think you should take Trey Lance.
They're projecting DK Metcalf and T. Higgins ahead of him. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have Debo than both of them. But
Don't you agree, Sean?
But
If things go my way here, which Levi can also hear me right now, so that might not help, but I'm up in 4 picks. Travis Etienne is right here, and then Jahmyr Gibbs is right down there. Oh, Gibbs just got drafted. I jinxed it. No.
I'll take the other dude pick.
He is my favorite in salary. If you get him for 30 or less, he's my steal pick this year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's chasing Dijon, which may well do well, but they're paying like 60 to 80.
Yeah, Levi just took him with the 4th overall pick.
Yeah.
Only concern I have with Gibbs is the Lions also have David Montgomery. And I think Gibbs will be the number 1, but Montgomery will take some snaps away. Oh, and my other guy got drafted with the next pick. Travis Etienne, he got picked. Gosh dang it.
Who else do you think to do for running backs?
What?
Who else do you think of running backs?
I'm thinking like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott.
You should take him.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette.
Franco Harris. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking Barry Sanders here. All right, I actually do think Levi's going to go with T. Higgins. Decent pick. Not my guy, but
Not you guys.
here, I already was thinking about taking Lamar last round, and he's still available here. I think he's enough ahead of the other QBs besides the top 3 that I'm going to go ahead and take him here. So far, actually, I'm not going to say my squad yet because it'll be a little surprise at the end here when we all compare our teams. All right, so now I'm back up to pick. Ooh, Darren Waller. Nah, I can get him later on, or George Kittle. But here, so I'm thinking there's wide receivers all over here. I've only got 1 wide receiver so far, so I do think I'm going to take a receiver. But I've got Amari Cooper on the Browns. Never really like to take Browns players besides Nick Chubb. Keenan Allen's a little injury prone. Jerry Jeudy, Chris Godwin. So Keenan Allen could be a big high risk because he could be decent value here. Or I could go Christian Watson, who has high potential but has Jordan Love as his quarterback. I think I'm going to take Christian Watson, go for a little risk there. Keenan Allen could, if he stays healthy a full season, he'll definitely probably be a missed opportunity there. But I think Watson could have a nice second year. Oh, Levi, you take Kenneth Walker. Is there any personal bias going into that there?
No, he played half the season and got better stats than.
He's still like battling through an injury in training camp though right now. Like he's injury prone. And you had like Miles Sanders, Rashad White still available. I'm not saying it's a terrible pick because I like him too. But the Seahawks also just drafted the running back from UCLA. And he's a little injury prone. I'm not going to cook you too much, but
I'm gonna cook you.
actually, yeah, I probably can't talk too much because we both took second years there. I took Christian Watson, you take Kenneth Walker. That's another guy I think is going a little bit too early for me right now. As a second year is Garrett Wilson.
I agree. I actually think that Olave will score as much as him.
Because Olave was doing better until he got hurt last season.
Olave was a bad quarterback.
Yeah. Now he has Derek Carr. And obviously Garrett Wilson got a QB upgrade too. But
And he did. He plays in a tougher division.
mm-hmm. Yeah, the Saints. I mean, whoever wins that division might have a losing record and make the playoffs. I think the Panthers might win it. Levi, who do you think will win that division? The Buccaneers, the Saints, the Panthers, or the Falcons? Yeah, it's probably the Panthers or the Saints. Saints are probably the more logical pick, but Panthers have a little bit more upside, I would say. Ooh, someone just took George Kittle. Dang it, Darren Waller just got drafted. I thought he might make it to me. We actually have some logical human beings. We only have one person auto drafting in this draft, and some other people are actually making logical picks here. So, Levi, don't you agree that this is one of the we have two autos, but don't you think this is one of the better random drafts you've been in?
Yeah.
Like on overall talent across the board? Who's left for tight ends after Kittle? Kyle Pitts. Ooh, I do like this guy, but I think I'll have him later on because I have pretty close to back-to-back picks here. Let's see. Pretty well rounded so far, except I don't have a tight end. You took Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Solid pick. Do you have a lot of wide receivers, though, now?
I have 3.
Not too bad. Let's see. So probably looking for my flex here. DeAndre Hopkins being on the Titans. Never really want a Titans wide receiver. Shoot. I think I'm going to go with James Conner here because I think he's going to get a lot of carries on the Cardinals since they don't have much of a pass offense. I was thinking about Mike Evans because he's always consistent, but he does now have Baker Mayfield as his quarterback. So, and here I'm going to go and get my tight end because I don't think will make it any longer with other guys going to be picking up tight ends. And so I'm going to take Dallas Goedert over Kyle Pitts here. Real solid starting tight end there. See what we have for backup options, though. I like this guy. This guy. See, hopefully we can get one of those guys. So far, I think we're looking pretty solid. There's a few guys that I'm not huge fans of on my list. Probably Christian Watson and James Conner. But anyway, he took Evan Ingram at tight end. That's a good pick. I'd take him over Kyle Pitts too because he's underrated in my opinion. Plus, Trevor Lawrence over Desmond Ridder all day long. Jaguars have other good receivers like Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk, but Levi, how open are you to trades after the draft?
I'm not very open. I'll take money in person, but
Money in person. Oh boy.
okay.
Another guy went on to auto draft.
Yeah, the further you get in, the more people do that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that's when you make your team, though.
Yeah.
injuries happen.
Well, that's where you can get more sleepers and
Yep.
I've got a guy here that I'm praying can drop to me.
Who's that?
I'm not saying it out loud because he's got his pick right before me here. But then I do have a solid backup plan, and my guy just gonna go Brandon Ayuk. I had my eyes on. That would be pretty solid value. But now let's see if my other guy can make it. 2 more picks. Let me just make sure the tight end market and QB market are fine. I can still get a solid backup. This guy I'm looking at in particular. Okay, Levi takes Michael Pittman. Luckily, not who I was going to take. I was really high on him last year. Took him a little too much early in salary cap drafts. I paid too much for him. He was a disappointment. Who I was actually looking to take here, I think Christian Kirk is pretty good value. He had a really good fantasy season last year, and I think people are dropping him too much since the Jaguars got Calvin Ridley. I think he can contend with Ridley to be the number 1 receiver still and get a similar amount of targets. So he's going to be my 3rd wide receiver for now. And he'll probably contend with James Conner for that flex spot. But we're already back here. So here we have to choose between backup tight end or QB.
You showed out over QB.
No, I said backup tight end or QB. Because I think I'm good with 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers for now. I'll get these backups. Shoot. Not tons of value, like ranking-wise from these guys. So this is kind of an early pick for a tight end or QB, I feel like. So I think I'm kind of a high upside guy, even though his QB status is risky. I kind of want to take Jahan Dotson, but I think I'm going to get a backup tight end, David Njoku, just as time expires, basically. I was in between him and Greg Dulcich here because Greg Dulcich has some upside if the Broncos do better under Sean Payton. Oh, you're going to go ahead and take a defense, Levi. Interesting. I personally like to take a kicker before defense,
What?
but
That's crazy.
I mean, ESPN says the defenses are better. But-
They are.
I don't know. It depends. I'm still just going to keep filling out my roster, and then I can get kicker or defense at the very end. I do like to have a decent kicker, but you can also always just drop defenses and take the best defense. You can't always do that with kicker.
So in the salary cap draft, one of my favorite strategies is in the first 3 rounds, when you're nominating, nominate the top kicker, the top defense. And if you get them for $1 because people don't want to do it yet,
Yeah.
great. If not, you've got somebody burning $3 or $4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you do that in the middle, you're gonna get stuck with them. Then-
Yeah. I mean, even then, $1 is not terrible for the best kicker.
Correct. But you gotta have confidence in yourself that something you can bid when somebody else nominates who you're after.
Yeah. This guy here could be my 4th running back. I really like him. We'll see if he can fall to me here. Probably not with 12 more picks, but I think he's really slept on.
Is that Emmett Smith?
No. Let's see how the QB market is looking. This, I think, is going to be who I'm looking for. Either one of these guys.
Who?
Those guys. Or last year I had this guy, but he's probably not going to fall to me here. Did you have the Bills defense in your queue?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of defenses.
Oh my goodness. Why?
I don't know, so I didn't forget.
Oh.
Defense is underrated.
Are you sure? I also think Jackson Smith and Jacob's getting drafted a little too high, Levi. So don't take him. Traylon Burks. Again, I don't really like him because I don't like any Titans wide receivers, and he's not even the wide receiver one. Could be decent because he could have a breakout sophomore season, but he is on the Titans. And he struggled with some injuries last year. I'm hoping one of these two guys falls for me. I can either get a QB or another solid player who I think is really being slept on, this guy right here.
Anybody happen to know where a pair of tweezers are? Never mind.
Yeah, over there.
Oh, my guy. DeAndre Swift.
Yes,
That's who I wanted.
I know.
I think he's going to be really good on the Eagles, guys, because last year he was picked pretty high in fantasy, and he had a down year and had some injury problems. Levi's going to take Brian Robinson, which if I'm not going to be able to get DeAndre Swift, I'm going to take Daniel Jones. That's a real solid backup QB. I do like the upside of Anthony Richardson, but I think Daniel Jones is the safer pick. And we're already back up here. We've got backups for every position. Round 11, I think I'm going to wait one more round before I get that position. So let's go back here. And I'm going to take Odell Beckham Jr. here, even though obviously he hasn't played in a year, but he could honestly be the wide receiver one for the Ravens. Oh, and Levi is going to steal my pick of Anthony Richardson, which obviously I probably wasn't going to take him at this point because I don't need 3 quarterbacks. But Levi, do you have 3 quarterbacks now, or is that your second? That's a good pick. You were able to get a high-tier quarterback and wait. So that was well managed by you, I'd say. But anyways, back to OBJ. He could actually be the Ravens wide receiver one, although he won't have the most targets because that'll be Mark Andrews. But obviously, he's going to have some high upside here in round 11. So I like that pick. But then obviously, I was going ahead to look here, hoping they can fall to me just a little bit farther here.
That was the best part of choosing
Okay, I have to look at the high, whatever. To it, I guess.
Yeah.
The positives, the perks.
Don't want to be positive for
I like this guy. Probably not going to be able to get him. Plus, we already have 4 receivers. We could obviously have some trade value there. But I also like this guy. He led the league in touchdowns last year. So that's always a good addition. And he's already used to kind of that backup role because he was pretty much the backup under DeAndre Swift most time. But he still had the most touchdowns in the league. Down here, this guy's going to get some receptions. This guy, hopefully this guy falls to me. And I said I wasn't going to put anybody in Q, but I think I have to here. Where'd he go? There he is. He's probably not going to fall to me, but there's a chance just because of positional value that some of these auto pick people will take. And yeah, he just got drafted. I was looking to get Khalil Herbert, but not quite going to get him.
I got him.
You did?
Yep.
Probably should get a 4th running back here, but we'll see. The question is, can I last one more round without these guys? Oh, Levi, or not Levi, but somebody just went ahead and took Justin Tucker, who I was looking to possibly get. Ooh, DJ Chark has fallen to me here. I really like him because I think he's the wide receiver 1 for the Panthers, and they could have a much better offense with Bryce Young. I do have 4 receivers. Yeah, I don't have a backup running back right now with Connor starting, which that could change. But I don't really like any of these other running backs. I might go ahead and do it and might try and trade. So, yeah, I'm going to take him. Again, I'm going to pass on a kicker for now. I might honestly try and trade Christian Watson. I could get some value for Christian Watson. Levi, what are your thoughts on Christian Watson?
He's good.
Possibly a trade with you, maybe?
No.
Well, we'll talk at the end. And I think I'm going to pass on a kicker again here because I do think I need to take a 4th running back for now. I'm going to take a guy who can get some receptions and touchdowns in the best offense in the NFL. So I'm going to take Jerick McKinnon here. Because obviously this is going to be a PPR league, so you want some solid pass-catching running backs. And this is round 13. We're only going to have 3 more picks here. We've got 13 players on the squad. Dad, what round are you in? Okay. Oh, Levi got his kicker. He got Evan McPherson. But that's fine. Honestly, I'd probably rather have Daniel Carlson because I think he's a little bit of a better kicker than McPherson. And although the Bengals offense is better than the Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo's the type to settle for a field goal guy. So. And obviously Harrison Butker coming off a down year, but he was a top 3 kicker in the league, and he was on the Chiefs, so he's still available. Graham Gano's really good.
I just took Juju, 11th round. That's the kind of bench play I like on. He may end up being the number 1.
Yeah.
I don't plan on starting him, but by 3rd or 4th week, he may be start worthy or trade bait. Right, Levi?
Yeah.
This guy, I really don't like taking 3 quarterbacks, but he was really good in fantasy last year, and I think the Lions offense is going to continue to improve. So I know I said I wouldn't queue up players, but we're putting him in there just so I don't forget because we might.
Quentin Johnson fell all the way down to there.
He's the number 3 receiver.
No, he's not.
You think he's better than Keenan Allen and Mike Williams?
Better than Mike Williams.
Well, both those have injury issues.
True, but when they're healthy, Quentin Johnson's not better than Mike Williams.
He will be.
Ask your mother.
Who's better, Mom?
Yeah. Who's right? Mary Ethan. Probably me.
Oh, boy. Dang, this guy was thinking about drafting like 5 rounds ago, and he just got drafted. Greg Dulcich almost took him over David Njoku. But obviously, I could have waited. But Jalen Hyatt, that's kind of a high upside pick. Need to be thinking about him if I can get him in the 13th, 14th round. Because the Giants, you never know what's going to happen with their wide receivers. And Daniel Jones, if he can keep improving at the rate he did last year, they could be a little more pass heavy. And now I need to take note because now another guy's off and he's on auto pick. So in between my 2 picks here, it's all auto pick because those are the 4 guys. So I can pay attention to this. Devin Singletary's on the Texans.
Yeah.
Huh. And here, I've got 5 wide receivers, and everybody here is wide receivers except for Damian Harris, who could be a solid pick, actually. But I think I like this guy, and I might try and trade my other guy, actually. We'll have to decide between one of these 2. But I'm going to take from my queue Jared Goff because he was really good in fantasy last year. We'll see if he can do it again. And now, gonna have to take a defense. I'll take the Jets, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Shoot, I forgot we hadn't. Gosh dang it.
What?
I forgot I hadn't taken a kicker because ESPN likes defenses over kickers. So those are my last two positions to fill. So it automatically put me on defense, which made me think I'd already taken a kicker, but I hadn't. And in the last two rounds, all the good ones are going to go. I really wanted to get a good kicker.
There's still Butker.
I know, but all these auto guys are going to be getting kickers. So probably those, at least the top 5 that are left will probably be gone.
No, not all. There's the Cooker. There's like
Yeah, take Cooker.
there's at least like 7 people between the kickers.
Some of them are getting defenses, actually a lot, so that's good. Someone just got KJ. Who's Kenny McIntosh? Oh, that's the guy from Georgia. But he's going to be like the running back.
I know his entire backstory.
But he's going to be the running back 4 for the Seahawks. So, see, Levi, there's 3 kickers in a row.
Oh, damn.
Only 2 more to get rid of that top 5. We'll see if my prediction was right.
Tyler Bass is still there.
Yeah, and honestly, I like Young Hoku, though, too. You remember when Aubrey took 3 kickers in 1 round
Yeah.
or 1 draft?
That who do you think would be better for fantasy? Tyler Bass or Young Hoon Koo?
Yep.
Dad.
It doesn't matter that much. Probably Tyler Bass because he's on the Bills, but
I hear you talking about me.
there goes Tyler Bass. Ooh, Alan Lazard in the 16th round. That's a good pick. Because he's probably going to be the wide receiver, too. Levi, you just took your 2nd kicker.
Yeah, just to ignore him. I took Young Hoon Koo.
That's just disrespectful.
Well, you can trade for one of his 14
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
Tyler Bass just got.
Well, I'm going to take,
like, 2 kickers
out of these
for one.
guys, I
Hey,
think
good fisherman.
I'll take Jake Elliott because he's on the Eagles. There we go. All right, Levi, you ready to compare?
Is this a short whiteboard?
All my cords are disappearing.
Well, you can't blame me
8:15.
for taking that one, 'cause it only works in your headphones.
Alright, well, Ethan?
Yeah.
Compare teams.
Hang on, let me go to my team. Should we do a trade while Dad's still drafting?
No.
You
Okay.
gotta compare before.
Okay.
trade.
Okay. So like,
Round 13.
yeah, Levi, just wait for Dad. Here, let's see who won the Jake Paul Nate Diaz fight.
I bet you Jake Paul, bro.
Probably, but
I took the Cowboys in round 13. And a heavy dose of Cowboys in this team. That kind of hurts, actually.
it might still be going on. I don't know. Yeah, all the live streams of people commentating are still going. So we might have to give it a little bit longer.
Ethan, can you look at this?
Hold on.
There you go. This is so crazy. Like that middle picture.
Yeah, I know. And you saw the picture when he was fighting McGregor. Like
I know.
Is-
And then he goes to that, bro.
yeah,
That's when Jake Paul swoops in the fight.
yeah. If Nate Diaz actually wins, then Jake Paul really is extremely overrated.
Logan Paul's he's doing good in WWE. It's totally not scripted.
Well, yeah, but that's happening right now too, isn't it?
SummerSlam, yeah.
Yeah, because they were both in, what is it, Dallas?
Yeah. ESPN made an article like
How they're
all
taking
of-
over combat sports.
Yes.
I mean, they definitely have with like their influencer stuff. Like Prime has become the official sports drink of UFC.
It's like the official sport drink of everything for like 5 days.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they still have the Dodgers, UFC, Barcelona.
Ethan, who would you consider your best player on your fantasy team?
Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, I will give you Young Hoku for Christian McCaffrey.
No, hold on. We can't do any trades yet. But
That's not so
What do you
much
think-
trade
what do you-
yet.
what do you think was your highest value pick? Like your best pick that you got later on, or
I gotta say Young Who Koo.
oh my goodness, your backup kicker.
Let's go.
You could just drop him and get whoever. Let's see who's the best
Why
players.
I'm trading him to you.
I'm seeing who the best players that didn't get drafted are. Kadarius Toney. Oh, the Seahawks. Bro, some dude took Kenny McIntosh, the running back from Georgia, over Zach Charbonnet, the running back from UCLA from the Seahawks. I don't know about that. Gerald Everett went undrafted. That could be a decent waiver pickup. Obviously, Ezekiel Elliott could be picked up if he signs with the team. Oh, shoot. I was for sure this guy would get drafted.
Who?
Damian Harris.
Ooh, I should pick him up.
Tyler Algiers, decent. If Bryce Young becomes really good, could get him.
Did Bryce Young get drafted?
No,
Actually,
no.
did CJ Stroud?
He's the best available quarterback. I'm sure CJ Stroud did not get drafted
Dude, how come Anthony Richardson so much higher up on the board than them?
because he's a better runner.
You think they care? Bryce Young is winning the Natty.
And the Colts probably have a better offense. Brock Purdy still available.
Bryce Young.
Kyler Murray,
CJ Stroud is winning the Super Bowl.
Trey Lance. A lot of QBs that could be decent waiver pickups. They still have Tom Brady on here. I should have drafted Tom Brady. Oh, Dad, you know what I saw the other day? Stetson Bennett was in college so long. You know Sony Michel, the running back from Georgia. So they were teammates in college. And then Sony Michel played on 4 different NFL teams, won 2 Super Bowls, and retired before Stetson Bennett played an NFL snap. And they were college teammates.
All right, my team is done.
All right.
Are you guys all done?
Yeah.
All right. So, Ethan,
Mm-hmm.
are you done your podcast, whatever?
No, it's still going, but
Okay. So, do you want this commentary to be on it?
yeah.
All right. So, how about me and Ethan describe our teams and you tell us which one's best?
What?
And then we'll go around.
Yeah.
I thought we were all gonna say our QB. See who has a better QB.
No, that's not. We're doing overall team. Me and
we can
Dad.
do it that way.
No.
Actually, do it by grouping. So QB, who has the best running back group?
Okay.
All right.
Is flex separate? How are we
Flex
doing
is-
flex?
Flex is gonna go into whatever position you have. No, it's uneven.
Go set your. Yeah, this is weird.
Let's just
We're not counting flex.
let's do what we were gonna do. Not counting flex. You could take if your first 3 picks were all wide receivers, you could technically take Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Cooper Kupp and not count flex.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
Let's just do what we were gonna do, and Levi votes between me and you. Then
Um,
I'll vote
so
between
I
you
don't get to
2.
go.
No,
No,
go
we're
first.
taking
You go
turns.
first, I'll vote.
Yeah, here, me and you go first, Levi. You want to go first?
You can read your roster, and then Levi, you read yours. And I'll
All
say
right.
Let's just vote already. We all know mine's better.
Oh my! All right,
Hold on.
QB Lamar Jackson,
Stop.
running backs Christian McCaffrey and Nick Chubb, wide receivers CeeDee Lamb and Christian Watson, tight end Dallas Goedert, flex James Conner, Jets defense Jake Elliott from the Eagles is my kicker.
All right, Levi, now you go.
If only I had Young Who Koo. Okay. My QB is Josh Allen. My running backs are Bijan Robinson and Kenneth Walker. My wide receivers are DJ Moore and T. Higgins. My tight ends Evan Ingram. My flex is Terry McLaurin. My defense is the 49ers. My kicker is Evan McPherson.
I think you can reach it.
Actually,
Yes.
mine's an easy win.
Here, Levi, let's not saying because we're going to vote, and the projected total doesn't always mean something, but what's your projected total? Mine's 124 points.
Mine's 120.
Yeah, so pretty close. But we did also have the 3rd and 4th pick, so we're going to have pretty close probably projections.
Mine's better. Right, Mom?
So,
Honestly, you took Bijan Robinson 4th overall. I took Nick Chubb in like the 4th round, I might rather have Nick Chubb, honestly.
No, Nick Chubb is gonna. Bijan Robinson is gonna run laps around Nick
His
Chubb.
ceiling's higher.
Yeah, I agree.
Chubb's less likely to bust.
Uh-huh.
He's not gonna be a bust.
He's never played NFL game. We'll see.
He plays for the Falcons. The Falcons only hand the ball off. I don't think I've ever seen a play where they throw the ball since the Super Bowl where they threw to Tom Brady.
You're good, Tom Brady. Brady doesn't play defense.
All right, you two go.
Except
Threw
for
the
that
game.
movie.
Threw
Except
the
for
game to Tom
hey,
Brady.
because of that movie where
Threw the game to Tom Brady.
those 4 80-year-olds are trying to chase him.
All right, Levi,
Who's the
you read
game?
yours so I can hear it again. Then Dad will read his. And I'll vote.
Josh Allen, aka better than your QB.
Lamar's right there with him.
Running back, Kenneth Walker and Bijan Robinson. The best running back in the league.
Levi, my running backs lead is straight. Christian McCaffrey over Bijan Robinson. Nick Chubb over Kenneth Walker.
No! Alright. My wide receivers are way better. DJ Moore and T. Higgins.
You think they're better than CeeDee Lamb?
Yes. Both of them are. Tight end, Evan Ingram, better than whoever you have.
I had Dallas Goddard.
Yeah, mine's better.
Okay, I'm listening for you and Dad right now.
My flex is Harry Lincoln,
Okay.
better than your flex. My defense, 49ers, best defense in the NFL.
Doesn't matter. Defense doesn't matter.
And I'm Evan McPherson. Better than your kicker. So how can you say that your team is better?
Because it straight up is. All right, Dad.
Wait till you play. What week do you
Rate
play?
your team.
What week do you play?
Bro, I wasn't even gonna like manage this league, but if you really want me to destroy you, I will.
You are not gonna destroy me. Do I ever play you?
Yes, obviously you'll play me. You play
Alright,
me
So
in
I have Neil Jones as my quarterback.
okay.
Pollard is my running back along with Najee Harris. CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy is my running back or receivers.
Uh-huh.
Kittle is my tight end. Jamar Gibbs is my flex. Cowboys is my defense. And then I accidentally drafted Riley Patterson, the Detroit kicker. But I've already put a trade for the Eagles kicker. Not a trade, just a waiver pickup.
Oh yeah. So Levi, I play you in week 8, by the way. But also, this is tough. Honestly, I feel like your teams are close.
I think Levi's ceiling's higher.
Mine's better.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna like if you pick which team's gonna have the 3 highest scores of the season, it's his.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll still be competitive in the win-loss with it.
Yeah, I think I am gonna have to go with Levi here.
Yeah.
I do think Gibbs is definitely really solid at that flex over Terry McLaurin. But
Terry McLaurin can run laps around him.
So I may actually make some adjustments later because I didn't get many of the sleep